The Apparition of Our Lady of La Salette. Who was involved in this apparition? A 14-year-old girl named Melanie Calvert, an 11-year-old boy named Maximin Gerard, and obviously Mother Mary.
On September 19, 1846, the apparition of Mary occurred, and on July 3, 1851, secrets were recorded and delivered to the bishop. On August 18, 1872, 700 pilgrims traveled for the first pilgrimage to La Salette. So where did this miracle occur? La Salette, France. Maximin and Melanie were both young shepherds, so they were out tending to their sheep on a high pasture. They suddenly saw a globe of light and the image of a woman on a stone with her head in her hands crying.
The children described Mary as very tall and beautiful, wearing a long, white, pearl-studded dress with some sort of crown on her head. Hanging from her neck was a large crucifix with a brilliantly shining figure of Christ on it. The whole effect was as if she was made of light.
Mary, why were you crying? Mary told the two young children that unless people repented, she would be forced to let go the arm of her son because it had become so heavy. She constantly prayed to her son for the people, but they still worked on Sundays and used God's name in vain. She said there were punishments to come, such as a deterioration of crops and famine.
Okay.
Mary's secret. Mary told different secrets to both Maximin and Melanie. She told Melanie that she could tell her secret, but not until 1858,
Which was when Mary appeared in Lourdes.
Melanie revealed hers to Pope Pius IX, but Maximin kept his a secret until shortly before his death. He revealed only a few parts. Melanie's secrets have caused a lot of unrest and disagreement.
Mary told the children that all those who have persecuted the church and have surrendered themselves to sin will die, and the earth will be like a desert. She also said that 3/4 of the population of France will lose their faith. The church shall grow and boom once more, but this peace will be greatly disturbed by the monster at the end of the 19th century or the beginning of the 20th century. After the apparition, not many people believed what the children saw. Believers and non-believers both constantly interrogated the children. One elder priest heard about the apparition and began to talk about it at a mass. His position as priest was taken away and he was replaced. A fountain miraculously appeared where the miracle occurred, and Mary's secrets were proved correct.
John Paul II said,
In this place, Mary, the loving mother, appeared manifesting her pain for the moral evil caused by humanity. Her tears help us to understand the seriousness of sin and the rejection of God, and at the same time, it is a manifestation of the passionate fidelity that her Son has for each person, even though his redemptive love is marked by the wounds of treason and abandonment by men.
What do we learn? Mary told the people that she would have to let go of her son's hand if the people did not repent and stop using God's name in vain, as well as working on Sunday. This signified the ending of the world. Mary's tears show us her real care and sympathy for the people.
We as Christians can follow what Mary said by praying, confessing our sins, turning away from evil ways, and practicing penance. The La Salette missionaries are founded upon the reconciling message and mission of this apparition of Mary. Their congregation numbers about 1,000 priests and brothers, as well as 200 La Salette sisters, serving in over 20 countries around the world.
Mary began to talk to them in French, but then suddenly started talking in their own language, Occitan,
which is the language most commonly spoken in southern France.
Maximin Gerard, after an unhappy and wandering life, returned to Corps, his native village, and died on March 1, 1875. Melanie Calvert died at Altamura, Italy on December 15, 1904.
The Shrine of La Salette, which is located at the top of that hill in the picture, is located in a high alpine pasture at an altitude of about 6,000 feet and about 9 miles from the nearest town. The Basilica of Our Lady of La Salette was started in 1852, completed in 1865, and officially designated a basilica in 1879. It is a large, rather austere church with a facade guarded by 2 strong towers. Besides Melanie and Maximin, there were no other eyewitnesses to this apparition.
Created using Powtoon.